Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we can begin. This is the speaking mock test of the International English Language Testing System taking place at Ross IELTS Academy. The candidate is Farshad. The candidate number is 1314587. The examiner is Samson Sees, examiner number 443533. Good afternoon, my name is Samson. Would you please tell me your full name?
Yes, my name is Farshad Askeri.
Okay, and can I see your identification, please?
Sure.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, now in the first part of the exam, I will ask you some personal questions. So let's talk about friends. How do you usually contact your friends? Why?
Okay, I have a lot of friends in my life because I love people and I like to talk with other people, people, and I like this.
Okay, and the last time you saw your friends, what did you do together?
I'm a cameraman, and in one project I see one person in this location, and he is another cameraman, and the job is like to me, and we have friends.
Okay, and what makes a friend into a good friend?
Good friend. In my opinion, my good friend, I say to you, I have one person in my life. It's my best friend. And 12 years ago, 12 years is we have a friend, and any work, any time, spend any time with them.
Okay, now let's talk about movies.
Okay.
How often do you go to the cinema to watch a movie?
I think 2 years ago I go to the cinema before the corona. I'm very go to the cinema, but when they start the corona, I can't go to cinema.
Okay.
And I'm so sad for this.
Mm-hmm. And do you like to watch movies alone or with your friends?
Sometimes I like to see the movie alone at night, but not always.
Okay. And would you like to be in a movie?
Yes, exactly. I like this because my job is it.
Right. Let's move on now to talk about the weather.
Okay.
What is the climate like in your country?
In my country, not one climate. It's 4 seasons. In one season, the weather is cloudy, rainy, sunny, snow, but I like the rainy weather.
Good. Now, are there any problems with the climate in your country?
Can you repeat your question?
Sure. Are there any problems with the weather in your country?
No. Yes, in Tehran city, the weather is so bad because a lot of car and around the Tehran is very mountain, and for this the weather is not very good in years. I think 3 months we have a good weather in my city. But in other city in my country, yes, the weather not bad. In north, the weather is very good, but in center Tehran, not good.
Okay, right, good. So that's the end of the first part. We'll now move on to part 2 of the speaking test. I'll give you a card with a topic and you'll have to talk about it for 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So, your topic is describe a photograph of you that you like. So here's your cue card.
Thank you.
And you can make notes if you wish. So I'll give you 1 minute to make notes if you like.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, so you may start speaking. Go ahead.
Yes, sure. This describe ask me where the photo was taken. I like take the photo in jungle and because the natural peak is very nice and it's have a soul in there. And for my job, usually, or I can say always, I take the photo as people because they all say, you are a cameraman, come on and take the photo. I'm usually, always, I'm behind the camera, and explain who liked the photo, why you like. Ask me why you like the photo, because the photo is art. In my opinion, the photo is art, and you can show photo in word and a different photo, caricature, animation, and you can say your voice in photo and show the many people in the world. And for example, the Da Vinci, very good, and I like this because I think it's very soul, very art, and I think all people like this.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of the 2
You're
minutes.
welcome.
I can take your papers back now. Thank you. It's wonderful, great. Okay, so in part 2, you talked about a photograph of you that you like. Now, in this part, I want to ask you some questions related to this topic. So let's consider taking photos. Is it easy to take good photographs?
Not usually. The good photo you cannot easy take the photo. You are think about this and then take the photo. Not any people can take a good photo, I think.
Okay, now, what are the pros and cons of digital photography?
Digital photography, I think 2 years is 2 years is very very famous, the digital photo, and I think it's a new and it's new in the world, I think not any people can use this.
Okay, and is it necessary to take a course to become a good photographer?
Yes, I think.
Okay. And how has sharing photographs changed since your grandparents' time?
I don't mean this question. Can you change your...
Yes. So, how has sharing photographs with one another changed from all the way back to your grandparents' time?
Share my photo in my child?
Since your grandparents' time,
Grandparents.
so since olden times.
My grandfather not any photo because this time not camera.
Okay.
I see I think some 10 or 50 picture from my grandmother and grandfather.
Okay.
Very old.
Right. And do you think that people nowadays spend too much time taking photographs?
Yes, I think the people in this year spend a lot of time. Me use a lot of time to take the photo, to take video, and I think that the mobile it's very easy for people, very easy way to people, give the very easy way to people to take a photo, take a video, and you are everywhere, you can take photo with your mobile.
Okay. And how do you think taking photographs is going to be like in the future?
I don't know, but it's very good, I think. Very technologic. I think very technologic.
Okay. Okay, that's the end of the speaking test. You can relax now and breathe a little bit. How do you feel?
Good.
Good. That's wonderful. All right. So we'll have a look at your band score, which is the 4 criteria. Well, I'll give you the overall band score of where you are now, and then we can look through these criteria, one by one, to see how you can improve and everything.
Speaking course. This course is made up of 5 offline speaking videos in which you will learn all the necessary tips and techniques to take the IELTS speaking test with a high score.
Tell me about your family. Do you like...
In addition to that, you will have access to useful grammar and vocabulary resources. Once you finish your course, you will have 1 online mock test of speaking, along with comprehensive feedback under the same exam conditions.
Interesting question. A very...
Join us to become our next successful candidate.
So, okay, right now, we're looking at a 3.5. Okay, that's you can improve that. You can improve your score and make it a 4.5, and then from there on you can increase that again. You can just go up stage by stage, step by step. So let's look at the first steps,
sure.
Right? So right now we're looking at the overall 3.5. So with fluency and coherence, so this is the first part, we're going to be looking at now, is so that's how you maintain your speech and everything. I mean, the good thing is you have a lot. Even though you have a lot of pauses and maybe you do not understand the question all the time, you manage to maintain the conversation flow. You can continue, which is it's not bad. That's good. That's a good thing to keep using. But I mean, you do struggle a lot with understanding the questions, and this is very important because they want to see how coherent you are. I mean, understanding your command of English and how you can respond to questions. So maybe just go through maybe some questionnaire exercises and listen to some simple conversation between people on the questionnaire and the person who's answering the questions. I mean, the mannerism is nice. You're very friendly. You keep going, and that's great. You can keep that characteristic. It's nice. You do have a lot of self corrections and self repetition, but just try to maybe increase your sentence structure and record your voice at night and listen to it, and then maybe you can just improve your general English. So vocabulary, you use let's say simple vocabulary, but you can definitely increase that. Just maybe learn 5 words every day.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you can do that. Maybe that's a good thing to do for you. So just practice. Just try to increase your vocabulary. I mean, the vocabulary that you were using, which is good. I mean, it's good to use vocabulary that you are aware of.
Very small, but
yeah, it's small little words. I mean, you can increase that to make it a little bit more complicated. And when you learn more words, you increase your vocabulary. You have less self-repetition, so you will repeat yourself less, and you can use a wider range of vocabulary. So that will be something to look at. Let's look at grammatical range and accuracy. Now, this is probably for you, this is the biggest problem, because, I mean, the grammar it's very mixed up, let's say, with your past, present, and future tense.
Yes.
So yeah, you could just practice that a lot, and that will improve your general structure of grammar and accuracy. So talk about things in the past. So if you went up the mountain, I was up the mountain, it was this, it was that. So it's good to do that. And you said I'm very go. So I'm very go to cinema. So I like to generally go to the cinema a lot. So make sure you fix the structures of your grammatics, especially that past, present and future tenses. This is the most important thing for you right now. But good try. Pronunciation. So pronunciation, actually, you're pretty clear most of the time with the simple words and sentences. You are quite easy to understand, I thought, most of the time, which is good. It's good to speak loud and speak up and make sure you're heard and you're clear. There was a lot of monotone with you, though. I mean, sometimes you could go, if you just make sure it's a stress-related language, English. So the more ups and downs that you use in the stress of the English language, the more, let's say, natural you're going to sound, the clearer you're going to understand. Everyone will understand you. Though it had a few mispronunciations, like I think you said it was technologic. Maybe you wanted to say something was high tech. It was advanced technology. That was at the end in part 3 of the test. But anyway, good try. I think between world and word, that's a little bit confusing for the examiner, because are you saying word or are you saying the other word, which is world? They're 2 different words. So try to watch it with the kind of words that you're saying. Try to pronounce them all properly, and if you improve on these 4 criteria, you'll get better. But for your level and everything, it was a very good try, especially, part 2 that you managed to keep going. That's very important, that you do that. Just make sure you keep that nice personality of yours, and you can improve on all these little bits and pieces that I've been telling you. You can improve, go towards a 5, and then take it from the next step onwards. Do you have any questions for me?
No, thank you very much.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
See you.